Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear honorable guests and partners and organizers of this forum, dear colleagues from Mogilev region, in my speech I would like to introduce you to the Mogilev region, the Mogilev Free Economic Zone and our industrial park. Also, I would like to present an investment project that we, together with our partners, have developed and will present to you. Let me start with Mogilev region. The Mogilev region is one of the leading centers of the chemical and manufacturing industries and the country's leader of automobile tires, elevators, cement, chemical fibers and fabrics in the Republic of Belarus. The Mogilev region of Belarus is indeed located closest to the Russian Federation among other regions of the country. And when considering the sales market, given its proximity to Russia, one must consider not only the region's population, but also the potential access to the market of Eurasian Economic Union. In total, the Mogilev region is home to approximately 1,600 industrial enterprises. Among big enterprises, of course, the residents of Free Economic Zone Mogilev. Such companies as Belshina, the producer of tires, Mogilev Himvolokno, the producer of chemical fibers, Mogilev Liftmash, producer of lifts, Babruisk Agromash, agricultural machines. And of course, today I'm pleased to introduce you to the Mogilev Free Economic Zone. It was established in 2002 and consists of 19 land plots located in 5 cities of the region. It's over 3,700 hectares of land. And currently we have 56 residents, and we have them we have 11 investors from 11 countries, as you see on the slide, but not India yet, as you see, and hope after today's forum we'll all start to move forward. And of course, the economic sense of implementing projects in Free Economic Zone is explained by a number of preferences that are valid in all Free Economic Zone. And my colleagues Elizaveta and Olga have already said about these preferences. Of course, it's main customs preferences and tax preferences. Let me just go to the next slide. But of course, the economic sense is explained by the preferences, but they play not the last role, but often the availability of a suitable site for the realization of your investment products plays a crucial role. On this slide, you can see a real photo made of a bird's eye view and implemented with infographic elements, which allows you all to assess the high degree of equipment of these investment sites with all elements, engineering and transport infrastructure. The land plots of current and future residents of Free Economic Zone Mogilev have access to transformer substation, water supply networks of technical and drinking water, sewage heat supplies, comfortable parking lots, and all these elements allow to conduct business comfortably and efficiently in Mogilev Free Economic Zone. And also, of course, it helps our investors to save up to 30% of investment capital provided for the organization of the production. And of course, today I want to present for you our industrial park. It's an existing enterprise. It's also a real photo. And this presents over 150,000 square meters of ready-to-use industrial space with a rental price of about, for Belarusian rubles, it's about $1.50. So also this and existing facilities, we plan to invest, the Mogilev Free Economic Zone plan to invest $30 million to ensure it becomes a truly comfortable environment for the companies and for you investors. And of course, speaking about our Free Economic Zone, I want to mention our residents, our big companies, and the clusters which have already appeared in Free Economic Zone. It's a chemical cluster, it's metalworking, woodworking, and textile industry. Let me start with the chemical cluster. So here you see the logos of our companies, the residents of Free Economic Zone. it's a Belshina, manufacture of tires. Omsk Carbon Mogilev, the production of carbon black. Ultrachem, production of resins for woodworking industry. Mogilev Himbalakno, the only major producer of dimethylphthalate in the Republic of Belarus, and of course, GK Mogilev, the production of plastic containers for food and non-food products. The next slide, you see the residence of mechanical engineering and metalworking. Mogilev Liftmash, the producer of lifts, they have more than 200 basic model of lifts. The mining machinery plant, Bebruisk Agromash, Belmash is the production of woodworking machines. So the next is our woodworking cluster. All these enterprises, they work in the manufacture of furniture, lumber, chipboard, bent glued elements. So please, and so this is our woodworking industry, also paper mill factory, and our Zavod Gazetной Bumagi, they produce paper products in the Republic of Belarus. And of course, our textile cluster, it's a Mogotex and Mahina TST. So if some of you have questions about the residents and their products, I will be eager and will be happy to answer any questions and to give you all the context of the companies which were represented on the slides. And of course, in preparation for today's presentation, I will also analyze the export-import figures of the Mogilev region. And of course, they are not quite as we all like them to be, but I hope today we are here to start the dialogue. And a promising direction for cooperation, it's of course technological cooperation, product deliveries, export, import, and of course joint projects. And over the past year, the Mogilev has participated as an official partner in the forum Pass of India, which was organized by our colleagues, and we are honored partners. Of course, we had an honor to have a working meeting with the representative of the Embassy of India in the Republic of Belarus, Rajesh Kumar, and the representative of Indian companies here in our FES Mogilev. And today we are also signing an agreement on the information representation of Free Economic Zone Administration in India. And we think that the main thing is to start and plant the seeds, and the shoots will come. And also, of course, we work with businesses from various countries and understand our role as an assistant to an investor in understanding Belarusian laws and requirements. Together, we are ready to and willing to implement projects. To promote our residents' products, we organize business meetings of various formats. We offer and, if necessary, assist in using all available government support tools. And of course, what means to be the resident of Free Economic Zone? It's of course business, but we are actively developing a system of horizontal connection between resident companies. A business community has been formed through the promotion of a healthy lifestyle and team spirit. Here you see it's our annual sports tournaments, which have become traditional in Free Economic Zone. It's mini football, mini golf, and you see on the slide. And also, in 2025, the Mogilev Free Economic Zone created a competence center for improving labor productivity. We were the first in the country to introduce the elements of industrial psychology, and 33 enterprises and 9 residents participated in various events, which was organized by such international organizations as UNIDA and UNDP, United Nations Development Program. All this demonstrates that we are partners to our residents. And of course, this is impossible without ongoing market analysis in search of profitable business projects and taking into account the region's industry specialization, human resources, and availability of raw materials. I'd like to introduce you some of them. I won't stop on them for long, saving my colleagues' time. I'll simply outline the directions, and if you're interested in our projects, we can discuss them later. The first one is a production of mineral feed based on Tripoli. It's a group of zeolites. The Mogilev region contains a large deposit of tripoli, a natural mineral supplement used to enrich cattle diets. Also, tripoli can be used to stimulate plant growth and increase crop yields. We have completed the scientific stage, but have not begun commercial development. We are ready to discuss this project with interested companies. The next one is a production of auto components for automobile producers. And we are sure that it should be profitable because currently the entire Republic of Belarus and the Russian Federation don't buy parts from Europe. They buy all of them from China. And we are ready to invest our resources in preparing market analysis for you, understanding which factories will be willing to buy which auto companies and if they are produced in the Republic of Belarus. The next one is we have another company based in Mogilev, Spetslead. It's also interested in establishing collaboration with partners from India to produce cast iron components for rolling stock. The next one, please, it's a project for production of furniture fittings, because the Republic of Belarus has many forests, and for us this means the production of furniture, which is impossible without the furniture fittings. So we have market research and understand the annual demand of the Republic of Belarus is over 100 million US dollars. So it's also a ready-made project. And the next one is the next promising area of creating a profitable enterprise is the production of beer packaging. The biodegradable packaging market is one of the fast-growing sustainable technology segment globally. And a key advantage for the successful launch of this product and its long-term development is the availability of starch produced in the Republic of Belarus, the main raw material for biopolymer production. Dear guests and forum participants, today we'll just discuss opportunities and prospects. We'll lay the foundation for new joint products. And the Mogilev region is ready to become a reliable partner, a bridge for the implementation of your ideas and projects, where everyone will find the conditions for growth and development. Thank you for your attention.